Hey, thanks for joining Uncle Mike for this edition of the Dow Directions, a technical analysis of the Dow. Well, you can see that the T8, let me bring this up for you, is still in a upward sloping pattern. You can see that we've held the T8 and the 20 EMA, and we've also held the 50 EMA, which is right on the 61.8 retracement line. Now, you know I've been mentioning that we need to hold this 50 in order to post technically a short-term bottom. Now we need to hold it for, a few days, not just 1 or 2 days. As you can see, we held it for 1, 2, 3 days back in the beginning of January, so we need to hold it a little longer. You can also see that we've closed right on that trend line that I had popped in. Let me bring it into focus for you. Back from 922. So again, holding that trend line will be a good thing. Also, the 200 EMA is 9,275 right now. Well, actually 9,259. And you can see the slope is starting to be level and looks like it may start turning up a bit if this in fact does continue upwards on a daily basis from here on out. Let's take a look at the trend analysis. And we'll take a look at the Rune indicator. There was a sell signal 89 periods ago. The directional indicator indicated a sell 154 periods ago. MACD generated a sell signal 28 periods ago. And then the SAR, the stop and reverse, gave us that signal down here 10 periods ago to go long or a buy. We're still bearish. We're underneath the 200 period and the 90 period moving average, but the plus or the bullish sign is that we're holding the 20 and the 50 EMA at this point in time. Now let's look at our Trend chart checkup for the day. The overall price bias, again, you can see how finicky this is downwards again. Just came back underneath, and probably because of that trend line. So the price bias is downward. We remember yesterday we had a glimmer of hope that it was sideways. The projected upper bound is 81.81 and the projected lower bound is 71.04. Now let's look at the Rex Tagasuji profile. The Dow closed down 120 points today. Volume was 5% below average and the Bollinger Bands are 12% wider than normal. The technical outlook for the short term still is overbought. The intermediate term is bullish and the longer term is still bearish. The Dow is currently 19.8% below its 200 period moving average, which now is in fact in a flat to upward trend. The trend forecasting oscillators are currently bullish and they have had this outlook for the last 3 periods. So there's our little roundup for this evening. We'll take this as a good sign. It didn't break the 61.8 retracement, held the 50, basically held the trend line, so we'll have to see what tomorrow brings. And hopefully, again, it will hold this trend line in the 50, and we could be on our way up, and away. Now, I'm not looking for 10,000 here in the next week or so, but we should see some at least trending and or consolidating going sideways. There probably will be a retest, hopefully not of the lows, but there'll be, I would think, some sort of retest back in this type of level of the 7200 level, which would be a good thing. And if it can hold and then move upwards. Well, thanks for joining Uncle Mike for this edition of the Dow Directions. And please come back and sign up and get this every night in your email, whether you're listening on YouTube, Howcast, depending on what outlet you're getting this. Please sign up and you will get this each evening. Thanks.